Since the dawn of time, humans have always feared the darkness. Vampires, werewolves, zombies, ghosts. Although it differs slightly from culture to culture, people's fear of the darkness has grounded them into living conservatively. In the current world, thanks to wars, terrorism, weapons of mass destruction, accidents caused by human error, and daily incidents of murder, humans have grown to fear the actions of their own kind, even more than the darkness itself. This is the story of a group of heroes who have stood up to fight back against such a corrupted society.
Fresh, dripping blood, veins sinking into its skin. A splendid taste. The extract of life overflows and fills my body. I can feel its power. Oh, the waves of ecstasy. How magical. Are these insignificant creatures known as sardines?
His name is Valvatores, an elite vampire who was once feared for being a tyrant. In spite of his legend, he now spends his life in Hades, the netherworld's prison, admiring sardines. His werewolf steward, Fennec, who routinely showers his master with praise and compliments.
As expected of you, Lord Valvatores. No matter the hardships or circumstances, you are ever the optimist, my lord.
Listen to this, Fenric. Sardines are the most ideal food because they are full of nutrients, like omega-3 fatty acids.
In other words, they cleanse your blood, prevent various diseases, and help you to burn more fat.
I've been here for quite some time, but I never knew these cheap sardines possess so much potential. One should never underestimate the studies that are conducted in the human world. There is no doubt that my body is benefiting from these sardines' nutrition. This is evolution. My body is truly evolving since the time I was credited as being a tyrant.
that you don't even acknowledge it as a degeneration is one of my Lord Valvatorez's many formidable powers. Care for another to enhance your evolution, my lord?
This one looks rather juicy and delicious. Wait a second.
Yes, is there a problem?
Rick! Once again, you have attempted to sneak this into my meal. The blood of humans!
As expected, my lord, you saw right through my deception.
Of course! Never doubted vampire senses.
I only meant it as a gift to my master, who has lost his power due to a foolish promise that he made in the past. Since you can't abide breaking promises, I figured it would be prudent for you to imbibe it unintentionally. Do you disapprove?
How many times do I have to tell you? A proud demon like myself would never break a promise. Demons' promises are supposed to be sacred. They're
I admire that you have retained your values as a demon, even after you lost your powers and fell to Hades.
Lord Valvatorez, all of the Prinnies have been gathered. Please come to the Prinny Factory.
You, Prinny! Repeat what you just said.
Hey! I only asked you to come to the factory.
Fool! You forgot to include dude in all of your lines! Prinny rule number 1. You shall always include the word dude in every line you say.
You're absolutely right, dude! I'm sorry, dude!
Too late! You must start over from level 1.
Level 1 Prinny task, scrubbing the toilet.
Can't even master the basics. The quality of the human souls is decreasing by the day.
That is why I have to do this. I vowed to become a Prinny instructor the very day I fell to Hades because I knew that was my true calling.
What an impressive ability to overwrite his memory of losing his power and being forced to take the least wanted job in the netherworld. This is another one of his formidable powers. He can convert any suffering that he's been through into something positive. You're way too good to be a lowly Prinny instructor, my lord. Someday, I, Fenric, will...
Let's go, Fenric! It's time to fulfill our duty. Episode 1, Rebels of Hades.
After death, the souls of human sinners are sent to Hades. When they arrive in Hades, the Netherworld's prison, they are processed to become Prinnies at the Prinny Factory. The Prinnies go through extensive training in Hades before being sent off to the Netherworld or Celestia. They are to work diligently in a strict and harsh environment until they can pay for their sins.
There you all are. You've gathered here just as I ordered.
Yes, sir! Just as you ordered, dude!
Excellent. Now listen up, Prinnies. Today is your very last day in Hades. You have all died and were sent to Hades. Why is that?
Because we committed crimes, dude!
That's right. You're lowly criminals. And who educated you peons who didn't even know how to speak like a Prinny?
Lord Valvatores, dude!
Correct! I've raised you all to become great Prinnies, so that you can be shipped out to the Netherworld at any time. Today is the day you've been waiting for. Today, you will go forth and work hard to pay for your sins.
Brace yourself!
I shall re-educate you!
Here I come.
Your orders, my lord?
There!
Take this!
Brace yourself!
Time to bust some balls!
I'm gonna do it!
Forgive me.
Pretty Commando!
I'll show you! I'll teach you a lesson!
Here I come!
Everyone, let's go! I got this!
Ready, good? Ready, good? There. Let's do our best. Ready, good? Ready, commando! Let's do our best.
Let's go, Frederick!
I'm still coming!
Everyone, let's go!
Perish! Here I come!
Time to bust some balls! Ha! Time to bust some balls! Ha!
I'm gonna do it! Forgive me. Pretty commando! Dude! Pretty commando! Ready, good? Pretty commando!
Here I come! Here I come! Here I come! Sardines! Take this! Your back is wide open. Time to bust some balls!
My turn.
Don't be late! You.
good? Pretty Commander! I'm gonna do it!
Here I come.
Ready, good?
Take this! There it is!
I'm still coming!
Ready, good? Ready, good?
There.
Sardines! Sardines!
There.
I'm still coming!
Here's a message to all of you Prinnies. You finally completed all of my lessons. No matter what kind of masters you might serve, never forget your pride at being Prinnies from Hades! And lastly, keep in mind that any fool who messes up and gets sent back to Hades will be met with a brutal rehabilitation program.
Aye, dude!
That's the response I like to hear. Allow me to fulfill the promise that I made to you. You shall each receive 1 sardine. They were raised naturally, freshly caught this morning.
Yeah, dude! Sweet, dude! You the man, Lord Val, dude!
Making such a ruckus over a single sardine. These prinnies have been well deprived by our lord.
Now, Prinnies, enjoy your sardine and go work hard under your future mess.
Dude! Lord Bulbasaurus! Are we shipping out already, dude? I haven't even got to take a single bite out of my sardine yet, dude!
What in Hades is going on here?
There's only one idiot who could do such a thing without your permission, my lord. This must be his doing.
It's unacceptable. How am I going to keep the promise I made to the Prinnies? Let's go, Fenric. We need to get those Prinnies back.
Understood. All is for my lord. That man is nothing but a nuisance to my lord. I must make my move now.
So you're finally here, Prinny Instructor.
Warden Axel! You... What do you think you're doing with those Prinnies? What do you expect me to do about the sardine situation?
Watch your mouth. What do you think helped your worthless vampire teeth after you lost all your power? Before you start acting all Prinny Instructory, You should think carefully about your place here.
Give me back those damn printies!
That's not asking, that's ordering, and you're not being polite at all. I'm the Warden of Hades. I control everything around here. If you keep that attitude up, don't think I won't lock you up too.
I only want to keep the promise I made to the prince. I have no intention of defying your power. Just shut up and give it back.
Why don't you get it? I'm not giving the printies back to you.
What did you say? Are you telling me to break the promise that I made to the printies?
You don't scare me. I've been through much worse and survived to get where I am now. I'm Warden Axel.
Axel, you cretin. Why can't you just calm down for a minute? My lord simply wishes to keep the promise he made to the printies. Don't you understand that? If you dare to refuse us, then we'll have to resort to violence to force you to understand.
Agreed! He who doesn't understand words must be given physical discipline. Prepare yourself, Warden Axel. You will learn that I have no intention of disobeying you.
Forgive me. Ready, dude?
I got this!
Here I come!
I shall re-educate you! So, you understand? I have no intention of disobeying you whatsoever.
Didn't you just beat the crap out of me? I may not be the sharpest tool in the shed, but don't most folks consider that disobedience?
My only wish is to stay true to my word. Now, give me back the Prinnies.
Sorry, but that's a no-can-do. Because that's the Corruptorment's will.
What? The Corruptorment? What could they possibly be up to?
Oh, that? Mass extermination of the Prinnies! You get it, right? The rapid increase in the Prinny population is starting to be a major problem all over the Netherworld. Food shortages, unemployment, noise complaints, increased accident rates, overpopulation, decreased test scores. These are all the Prinny's fault. The Corruptorment has organized a special task force to get rid of them. The Abaddon, a band of assassins brought together and under the command of none other than the Netherworld President himself.
I've heard of them before. They're Netherworld cleaners, getting rid of the Corruptorment's rubbish.
That's right, and you'll be jobless and broke once all the Prinnies are gone.
What about the sardines? What should I do with all the sardines I promised to give them?
I don't see what the problem is. What's the point of feeding creatures that are about to be extinct?
Feeding them isn't the point, you narrow-minded fool! The promise has already been made! Until I keep my promise, no one gets the Prinnies! I don't care if you're the Corruptorment or even the President!
Please calm down, my lord. It's dangerous to carry on in your usual moronic fashion while confronting the Corruptorment.
What is this? Is my faithful servant scared of a mere Corruptorment?
Not even. But I do have a mission of my own. And in order to complete it, I can't afford to lose you in a fight over such an insignificant matter, my lord.
So you're telling me to obey them, and to break the promise I made?
All is for my lord.
Poppycock! How many times do I have to tell you that for a demon, breaking a promise isn't...
I am fully aware of your noble yet ultimately futile philosophy. However, please think back about all of the things that you've lost just to keep the promises that you've made in the past. If only you let go of that futile philosophy of yours, you would be back on your throne as the invincible tyrant in no time.
Let's not talk about it. Now come, Fenric, before the Prinnies are disposed of.
My position and leadership abilities will be put into question if this continues. All of my effort will be a total waste if that happens. I gotta take control of this situation before those fools really get out of hand. Huh?
You, are you the Warden of Hades?
Yes, sir. I am Axel, the Warden of Hades. I was personally appointed by the President.
We are the President's Special Assassination Task Force. Have you been briefed on the current situation?
Yeah, of course. To make your jobs easier, I gathered all those worthless pieces of garbage into one area. Barbecue, boil, broil, bake, saute, do whatever you want to them.
Great. I'm glad you're making this easier for us.
That's the Assassination Task Force, also known as the Abaddon.
I hope they're as powerful as their namesake.
Here you are again. You're like moths that singe their wings by flying too close to the fire. Gentlemen of the Special Task Force, they're the anarchists who are trying to stop the Prinny extermination. Over here, please exterminate all the annoying rats too.
As you wish.
Huh? What are you doing?
We received an anonymous tip about possible anarchist activity. About a warden whose love for Prinnies has driven him to public expressions of dissent against the corruptorment. You've already confessed, said you were aware of the situation, and were eager for us to enforce the punishment.
What? No, that's not what I meant. You! How dare you do this to me?
That is so admirable of you, Warden. You've been strict, but you actually care a lot about the Prinnies. Oh, I am humbled by your overwhelming love for the Prinnies. I'm so ashamed for thinking otherwise of you.
Is that right? I never suspected that you cared so much about the Prinnies. Warden, I accept and understand your passion toward the Prinnies.
Therefore, it has been decided. The Warden is an anarchist.
Ah! No! Wait, stop! Help me!
What shall we do, my lord? He appears to be in need of our assistance.
Is there even any doubt? We can't possibly forsake a man of such passion.
I knew you were going to say that.
You guys will help me? Well, wait a second. This is all just a mistake in the first place.
Let us fight together, Warden Axel, to release the Prinnies, and for the promise, the sardines! Time to bust some balls! show you sardine power.
Here I come!
There. Ready, dude? Ready, dude? Ready, dude? Ready, dude? Go, dude! There. Let's do our best.
lowlifes defeat us, the Abaddon. Just so you know, we are subordinates of the Warden. We're not allowed to disobey his orders. That's the only reason we fought. Be sure to include that in your report to your superiors.
What? No! This is a mistake!
Well now, that must have been the Abaddon scouting crew. What shall we do now, my lord?
Attack the Abaddon main forces! We will keep fighting for the release of the Prinnies!
His tyrant blood is starting to boil for the first time in ages. How absolutely delightful. Very well, let's hurry before the corruptiment receives word about the Warden's rebellion.
You're right! We can't let them find out. Wait! I didn't do anything wrong!